And welcome back. Purdue University is already well known throughout the state as a premier institution, but it's also gaining some national attention now. And joining us tonight for our Unfiltered segment is Ethan Braden, the Executive Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer for Purdue University, to explain more about how the university gained the national spotlight. Ethan, good to see you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Why is Purdue considered one of the top public universities in the nation?
Well, I think as Morning Consult said in that recent survey, one of the pieces that's so important is trust. And so as we saw with, 135 of the universities that were polled with, 10,000 adults and 1,000 high schoolers, what they said was, number one, we're aware of Purdue. And number two, when we think of universities that will do the right thing, Purdue is top of mind. Yeah. So whether in the way that we've handled COVID, whether it's been now an 11-year tuition freeze, saving over $1 billion, and 70,000 Boilermakers are going to graduate never having seen a tuition increase, we do what we say. And I think that trust and that predictability of what do you get when you get a Purdue University education is why the nation is demanding Purdue the way it is.
No, it's a good school. So to your point, how has the university been able to keep prices the same for so long?
Well, we're just really smart about, I think, placing our emphasis where it really matters, and that's with the student at the center of the bullseye. So we continue to provide a top quality education. We've had record demand and record philanthropy. And by keeping the student at the center, we're able to keep our priorities straight in delivering a great experience for them, high value, persistence, innovation, the collaboration that you've become known for when you're at Purdue University.
Yeah. Purdue has also been investing money, as you very well know, and an effort into the high school level. So why is that such an important thing for the university and the school?
Yeah, I mean, as Indiana's land-grant university here with 153 years, it's key that we continue to draw the Hoosier student to Purdue University and give them an amazing and practical application education. And so, I think when Mitch and the board and others saw that the demand and that the pathway or the pipeline for high school students coming out of, in particular, Indianapolis wasn't as strong as we would have liked to have seen it, there was a notion of let's build it. So with our 3 Purdue Polytechnic high schools now in downtown Indianapolis and in Broad Ripple and South Bend, we're providing a new pathway for Hoosier students to gain a Purdue University education. And that's critical.
Yeah. So obviously the big news last week is the split of IUPUI. So what are Purdue's plans for Indianapolis at this point?
Yeah, no, it's a great opportunity for us to really double down on our strengths, in the areas of computer science and in engineering and our Polytechnic in this amazing metro area that is Indianapolis. So to be able to extend, the quality of instruction and the reputation that we have in West Lafayette down into Indianapolis and really be able to focus on our strengths and grow our strengths there, I think it's a win-win for Purdue, for the student, and for Indianapolis. That business sector, the Salesforces, or the Lillys, or the Cummins of the world, want to have access to that STEM-trained, excellent student that we produce. And this is just an avenue to extend that down to our Circle City.
I would imagine we'll get more information on that in the coming months.
Yeah.
Lastly, before I let you go, why should prospective students choose Purdue University?
Oh, I mean, it's an incredible place. I have a former boss who used to say, I'd go to campus in the morning and believe something was science fiction. And then I'd leave Purdue University in the afternoon or the evening, and I would realize it was documentary. About the persistent innovation, the collaboration, and the value that we've become known for over the last 153 years. And Boilermakers are doing incredible things on this planet and beyond. And so we're seeing record demand from young women and, young men and women as they look for their next giant leap at Purdue University.
And it's not just STEM, it's other programs as well, right?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, our liberal arts program, our health and human sciences spans the gamut. Our education college, routinely, ranks incredibly in the state and beyond. So we're providing a comprehensive, well-rounded education across our majors and across our 13 colleges and schools.
It's good stuff. We're lucky to have Purdue University, schools like Purdue, in the great state of Indiana. Ethan Braden, Executive Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer for Purdue, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Phil.